Welcome back to Explain the Charts, everyone. Today, July 24th, 2025, we're diving deep into Amazon stock, ticker Amazon, analyzing both the fundamental news driving its movements and the raw data from the candlesticks. To kick things off, let's look at the broad strokes of AMZN's performance and recent headlines on the daily chart, showing all available data. Amazon has a remarkable history, with a hypothetical $1,000 investment at its 1997 IPO reportedly worth $2.5 million as of July 1st, reflecting its incredible long-term growth. However, the immediate picture is influenced by a few significant factors, notably recent insider activity and upcoming financial disclosures. One major piece of news concerns Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, who has disclosed plans to sell up to $4.8 billion in company stock over the next year, following an even larger sale last year. These sales are reportedly to fund his space exploration venture, Blue Origin, and his Day One fund. Now, let's zoom in on the daily chart from March 2025 to May 2025, a period that includes the disclosure of this substantial selling plan. You can see how the price struggled to maintain momentum after early 2025 highs, with a notable dip around early March, aligning with the reported adoption of his trading plan on March 4th. This type of insider selling can sometimes signal a lack of perceived immediate upside from major shareholders, contributing to bearish sentiment. Another crucial upcoming event is Amazon's earnings report, expected next week. Analysts are currently expressing concerns as the company's operating income forecast for the current quarter has fallen below Wall Street's expectations. This less favorable outlook is partly attributed to Amazon bracing for uncertainty related to potential sweeping new tariffs by President Donald Trump. Looking back at the daily chart's general trend, despite these headwinds, Amazon has shown resilience, recovering from significant pullbacks. Observe the sharp, high-volume drops in early August 2024 and early April 2025. These corrections tested strong support zones before seeing rebounds. These pullbacks often occur on high volume, indicating significant selling pressure, but the subsequent recoveries suggest underlying buying strength stepping in. The $160 to $165 area proved to be strong support during the August 2024 drop, while the $170 to $175 level provided a cushion in April 2025. On the longer-term technical front, Amazon appears to be consolidating near significant resistance around the $230 level. This level acted as resistance in December 2024 and January 2025, when the stock reached highs of around $235. The current price of $228.29 as of yesterday's close places it right on the cusp of this key resistance. A sustained break above this $230 mark would be a very bullish signal, potentially opening the path towards higher price targets, such as the $275 target recently set by Scotiabank, despite their acknowledgement of AWS headwinds. However, if the stock fails to break above $230, it could retest immediate support levels. Looking at the one-hour chart, we can gain a clearer picture of the recent price action and short-term momentum. The recent volatility is evident, with several price swings but no clear decisive breakout or breakdown in the last few trading days. Shifting to the 15-minute chart, we can examine the most granular details leading up to today's trading session. From July 21st to July 23rd, the stock showed some resilience, pushing higher towards the $229 to $230 range. Notice the clustered trading activity and relatively tight ranges on July 22nd, suggesting a period of indecision or consolidation following a push higher on July 21st. On July 23rd, intraday trading saw prices touch nearly $230 before pulling back slightly to close around $228.29. This reinforces the $230 level as a crucial psychological and technical barrier. Volume on these smaller timeframes remains moderate, without any extreme spikes indicating major distribution or accumulation, apart from the initial trading hours. For short-term traders, Watching these intraday levels and how price reacts to minor support and resistance is paramount. In summary, for Amazon, the key price levels to watch are the immediate resistance at $230, followed by previous highs around $235. On the downside, critical support zones lie at $220, $200 to $205, and significant historical support around $170 to $175, and even $160 to $165 from the deep pullback in August 2024. A bullish short-term scenario, with a 60% likelihood, would involve Amazon breaking cleanly above $230, especially if the upcoming earnings report provides a positive surprise or if tariff concerns subside. This breakout would be reinforced by strong buying volume and sustained closes above this level. A bearish short-term scenario, with a 40% likelihood, could see Amazon failing to break $230, potentially triggering a pullback towards the $220 support, especially if the earnings report confirms a weak outlook or if tariff news worsens. This would be reinforced by high selling volume on rejection from resistance. Long-term, despite the Bezos stock sales, if Amazon's core businesses like AWS continue to grow and e-commerce remains strong, the stock could eventually reach higher targets like Scotiabank's $275, which has a moderate 55% likelihood given the current macro landscape. The primary factor to watch in the immediate future is the highly anticipated earnings report next week. Its outcome will likely dictate AMZN's direction for the short to medium term. Also, keep an eye on broader market sentiment and any developments regarding the proposed tariffs, as these can have a significant impact on Amazon's operational costs and profitability. Thank you for joining Explain the Charts, and remember to always do your own research before making any trading decisions.